Xfinity, and ESEA.
The stars align.
It's all right, Alex. It's all right. I got you.
I got told it was going to be over there. I've got a cough. Fantastic start. Anyway, the stars do indeed align this time for North, and the stars come out to play as well. We say Mertz, AZ all have to deliver, and indeed they do. Coughs aside, though, Chad, what do you reckon?
We do have the land flu mixed with the man flu, which is probably the worst flu that people in the industry can possibly have. However, I think, you know, when you have a player like XMS in that matchup who puts like 10 kills on the board within like 5 rounds, I think he had like a lot of impact early and then cools off, only gets 15 for a 30-round game. I'm always curious about that because it's something that like Config would get, I don't know, 15, 17 kills early, and then he would cool off as well. It seems like there's players who can get a lot of kills on the board. It just doesn't make sense. I can't really even quantify that as a thing. It's just coming out of my mouth right now. I'm regurgitating words that aren't really making sense. Okay.
Well, I mean, talking of word regurgitation, RPK once again delivering for Envy. We feel like this is going to be the one thing that the one shining light that we have when we talk about Envy and their recent performances for the end of 2017 coming into 2018 was always going to be RPK Tank back to his form.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
No,
you were doing right.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with you. Yeah. This happened to me yesterday, so what can I say?
Yeah.
But yeah, RPK guy has been in a hospital in the US for a month dealing with pneumonia ever since the E-League major, right? So for him to come back and, you know, deliver such a performance while some of his teammates are slacking behind really paints the picture of where EnVyUs is at the moment. I don't think you can judge them too hard. 16-14 game, playing with a stand, and I think it was good all around. But the problem is they got off to a great start in the first half, and you really hope that they could capitalize on that and snowball to victory.
I think something we have to talk about with the positive with North is the fact Mertz was top in the frag chart with that AWP, and that is DreamHack Winter last year. I did see him playing that map when he was in North Academy. That was one where he was able to play more heads up, especially on the CT side with the AWP, roam a bit more, be a bit freer and have that impact. Good to see him being able to do it again here in this kind of a matchup, because as a new player, we saw so far, especially Katowice, him making a lot of mistakes.
Absolutely.
The more he plays and the more he gets told off, he gets that rolled up newspaper over the nose from the in-game leader, from the coach, from the management.
Do not peek bat from Sir
Exactly,
Scoots.
right? Then he's going to learn very quickly, and I think that's a good thing because he has very experienced young individuals around him, and once we talk about it again and again, the support network he needs. Look, I think this North team is going to be a work in progress. I think they're actually going to need maybe 3 to 4 months of teething before we actually see their full potential.
No.
Because you don't think so?
No.
Okay.
Couple of things here, Chad. First thing, Mertz is going to be obviously more comfortable online than he is on LAN, and more so against a team like EnVyUs than, let's say, FaZe or an Astralis, right? Second thing, I remember tweeting at MSL when he was tweeting out, you know, qualifying, you know, we barely had any time to practice. Into the qualifier we go. So I just asked him, like, optimally, how much time would you like to have before a tournament to fully prepare your squad? And he said 3 weeks. And I was actually pretty impressed. Like, 3 weeks is not that long of a period for you to, you know, really set out all the maps, have 6 maps basically that you can play. Okay, let's say the 6th one is really weak, but 5 good maps. You know, that's a short amount of time. So if he says 21 days, I think we can't really say 3 or 4 months. So obviously, to, you know, as much with time, it's going to get better probably, rather than it's going to get worse. But 3, 4 months, come on. You know what? 4 months from where are we? It's March. 4 months. That's July.
It'll be the player break.
Yeah, it's July.
But does that mean you think North have already reached their full potential?
Of course not.
Okay.
But I think it's probably somewhere in between. I would give them. I think you said it, you tweeted it out perfectly. It got traction, right? It's until Marseille, right? That's going to be the next, like, really big tournament, DreamHack Masters. And I think there you're going to see these teams. If, you know, North fall completely flat, which I personally don't expect to happen, but that would then give you some serious flags would be raised because you had all this time to practice. You only had some online games, which is actually really good. You get some official practice in that sense. And if you don't show anything, well, then what are you doing?
Well, that's the question as well, is that we always find ourselves asking, did North previously ever realize their potential? And in which case, you know, where do we start pointing fingers? I think there'd be a general nod from everyone when we say that they could have done a lot better than they did.
Yeah, and one of those things was Config and Magic's when they did win, or they were on the streak of looking hot and they look like they're a team that's going to compete for the top 5. Those guys weren't completely countered at that point, right? They came out of the woodwork. They looked like a team who was solid individuals who had some really good moves, but we see it happen with Rez from IEM Oakland. He had a fantastic tournament. Then people go, oh, these are the moves that Rez like. Now we counter them. Same kind of thing can happen with Magix, more so than it happened with Config. Config was a little bit more versatile. Same thing could happen with Mertz. Yeah. Same thing happened with JW. Same thing happened with JKS and Renegades. The thing is, if you only have a set amount of moves, eventually people are going to look at you and they're going to go, this is what we need to do to stop this guy, right? And then that's going to happen time and time again.
Yeah, I mean, that was the relentless aggression that was often a staple of previous North. And now, I mean, I guess Mertz is going to be taking that from them. We saw him do it on Cobble. Now we venture into Inferno. And I guess the similar story there is that Mertz can once again, especially on that CT side, do what he's needed to do. I mean, this is the first time we've seen North with an AWPer as capable as him.
He loves a mid-pick on CT side.
Yeah, but you get a little upset by that. You want the newspaper back out.
Of course you do get upset, because that's the thing. That's one of the big truths that I think Dupree has said when he picked up the AWP after some time. He said, you realize really how when the opposing AWPer is set up, let's say you play the T side, they're playing the CT side, and he's holding an angle, and if you don't pre-flash that angle or pre-fire it and he's holding the line, there's no way you're just going to like peek into him and get the kill. There's like 0% chance that's happening against the best AWPer in the world. That's why you don't see anyone try it. When was the last time we did a LAN tournament and you remember someone just peeking mid with an AWP if it wasn't an eco, basically, and they can't have an AWP themselves? And people just don't do it because you simply get punished for it straight away. And I think that's the adjustment that Mertz has to make in his play. He has still some of those moves that are overly aggressive. He wouldn't get punished for it, in the level of opposition he played against previously, but he definitely will be here.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the positive North has is they have a lot more structure than Envy with a stand-in. We saw, North's T side. They played Na'Vi in week 1 of the Pro League, and it was actually very impressive, their T side. I think they played it again. They played 3 nights in a row now, North. So we've seen a lot from them in the last couple of nights, and their T sides look like they have a lot more structure. It's just they haven't worked out those contingencies or protocols that they need in place if things aren't going their way. If their game plan doesn't work, they're still kind of building into that depth. And I think if I was MSL and I was adding in 2 new players, I'd want to reinvent the way that I was approaching the game. Obviously still have some of the old things because he does the fundamental T-side calling very well, but the basics I would try and change things up a little bit to have a new face, to be a little bit more aggressive, to maybe be more of a closing team.
Absolutely. And we're going to be closing out the night with Inferno. We're going to be jumping into that one with Sadakist and Henry G. It's not been good for either side. North have split every series this week, and for none other than Envy, the real problem does start with the simple fact that they haven't won a game or a series in the last 5 matches they've played. Take it away, gents.
Thank you very much, Alex. Yes, we're going to get into Inferno. I think you're right, Henry. We were talking about this outside. Good way to end the week. The best possible map. Of course, that only ends one side of the equation. We still have North America coming up just after this, but that's neither here nor now.
Well, it will be North getting very aggressive towards the banana and finding every single headshot in their path. There will be one reply from EnVyUs, and XMS will have the bomb, and he's booking it towards the A site. Plant coming in, you can see they've got an open site completely. They can't believe their luck. There's still hope here. Kiyoshima and XMS will be left in the clutch. They've got a smoke towards the library. They could actually cause some damage here. Look at Kiabi and Valda. Their HP extremely low. XMS knows he has to be a little bit more active here. I feel like they can do this.
It's very possible that they could.
Maybe not now.
Mertz gets XMS down. Kiyoshima in the pit, going to try and swing out. Mertz certainly in a good enough position as Kyo gets the shot back to Kiarbi. It's all changing around. You thought the aggression was going to work out. Look at Kyo go. He's got 4, maybe 4. He needs 4. I said 4 a little bit too soon. He gets put on the floor. Easy gets the kill, and it will in the end, or will it be? 10 seconds on this. This is going to be very close. I don't think he's got this. No, I don't think he does. Nope, sorry. Boom.
Wow, 4 versus 1. Kiyoshima gets it done. There it is. EnVyUs will win yet another pistol. North, it looked so good for them. 4 versus 2, and I said there was a chance for them to do it. And his teammate went down, but Kiyoshima finds 3 kills and denies the defuse. Amazing way to kick off Inferno here. And Kyo with 3 in the round. Couldn't even kill the last one, still wins. And it won't be the full all-in from North here. EnVyUs desperate to try and get a map here tonight. Another good start. They had this on Cobblestone as well. I need to do a little bit more here. Mac 10's coming out again. They do get 1 rifle. That'll be in the hands of Kyo. Mac 10's used. Going towards B. They've got decent control on this side of the map. Smokes in. KRB the only player towards B. He'll have his work cut out for him here. Spams off his Deagle. XMS waiting it towards the boiler. Spots one. Doesn't want to commit. He has no idea what's on the other side. And smartly, he'll fall back and find the kill.
Smartly indeed. Envy with the lead. Kiyoshima. It's an interesting name. I like how you can say it so many different ways. XMS takes down Mertz, but Kiyoshima went back over with the bomb toward B, so that's where it's going to be planted. 3 versus 4. Happy. Swinging out with Mag 10. Not able to get everything as AZ. Does go down, but does soften him up just enough. So too does KRB for Valda to take down Happy. And now with 15 and 15 HP, KRB and Valda, or Valda and KRB, are going to run away.
Certainly will. Well, KRB, Valda will hold on to their Deagles. Valda's got the armor, so it makes sense that he will save. But pretty clean run there from EnVy. Good start from XMS to find the first frag. They go towards B, and they'll finish things off nicely. And then we'll have pretty decent numbers as we'll head into round number 3. Looks like both players will survive for the Danish squad. Their Deagles can be quite potent. KRB finds a Mac 10, believe it or not. So he'll pick that up, and that's at least something to take into the next round. Got a map like Inferno, wouldn't be surprised if he gets a kill with that. He'll find himself $600, so definitely worth it. He's got a Deagle he can drop for his teammates as well, see if he does that. He'll get the Mac 10 to Valda's got the armor, so that does make sense, and he'll drop his Deagle to AZ. So overall, it's not looking horribly bad. We'll see if Mertz, with the full eco, get the AWP next round, of course. Could have justified a PT50, I think, with the 3800 he has right now. 5-man B stack. All facing. Flash over.
And, Scream's already weak. He goes down. Scream goes down. I'm going to make that prediction. Scream goes down. RPK going down as well makes Scream going down a little more problematic, but thankfully Kiyoshima's also there.
Well, Valda was the one with the Mac 10. He didn't get a kill, so no $600 for him. Maybe AZ can get a little bit more out of this one. They will go and plant towards A almost certainly now. Maybe 1D coming in. Nope, Happy. Finds a 3-0. There we have it. Inferno. Looking good for EnVyUs here on the T side, for now, at least. But it did start off 6-1 in their favor, remember. Over on Cobblestone. There's a chance now for North to swing back. Mertz, some great rounds from him in the previous. Upcoming talent, 18 years old, I think. We'll see if he can continue that form here on the second map. Full power for him now. Didn't buy that PT50, gets all armor and a few grenades as well. Smoke at the start to stop the incendiaries at the very beginning of the round.
Bless you, Henry. No one can hear you, but I'm still going to bless you because you need Jesus. Scream. Good shot. Wow. RPK. XMS following it up. EnVy's overrunning North.
Do you remember that game at the Major where Scream got like 30
yeah,
kills?
Oh my god, yeah. It was when, forgive me, what's the coach's name again?
Malik
was playing instead of RPK.
That's right, and then Scream went on an
Scream
absolute...
went nuts.
He got like 33 kills, I think, in the first half, something like that.
I think it was just 30.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think... It might have been 33, but yeah, it was ridiculous either way. It was like, why don't we see that more often?
Yeah, that was like the first time in about 2 years we've seen him like, oh, wow, that's why people call him the master of aiming. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you can actually do it still.
And it was interesting that he suddenly pulled that out because one of his teammates wasn't there and he knew he had to.
Yeah.
Why can't he just dig that deep all the time?
They didn't win the series, but it was on this map. And it kicks off in a similar sort of fashion with that sort of round. Fast pace, and Mertz now flash. They're hunting for him. They know he's got the AWP might as well. And he might get one here, but it looks like he will survive.
They
RPK.
totally failed that.
Wow. They're trying to run boost. Is that what they tried to do?
I think, but I don't know why you would there. There's no advantage to that doorway, so I don't know what really. I'd have to see it again to see what they were doing.
4-0.
It looked like they were and they fell, but then as I realized what I was saying, I don't think it made much sense to do it anyway.
Well, fair enough. Well, he still traded him out, so that's fine. They only dropped one player. So there we have it, 4-0. Another eco for the Danes.
Molotov and an aid toward the barrels. It's KRB and MSL that are actually trying to go for a boost on the corner. And collectively, they lose just about 100 HP and realize, how you feeling? Not too good? That hurt. You want to back away? Yeah, let's run away.
Yep, didn't really go too well for them. Lots of damage, and they'll fall back to the side. That's KRB and MSL. Round 5. This is looking good for EnVy now, but it looked great on Cobblestone. I did say it could be a quick game, so probably not going to make the same mistake as here we go. North do find kills with the pistols. I think EnVyUs is better off running around as a group of 5 and killing people, because as soon as they go into default, that's when it all goes wrong. RPK can't find the shot towards Coffins. They've already lost 2 kills. It's MSL and Valda to open things up. Aim out now have a AK-47. Less than a minute remaining. What's the play? Happy, of course, on the other side of the map. Waiting for a mistake to be made. What do you make on himself? That's the question. 2 players towards quad. Even if he gets 1 kill, he'll be traded out almost certainly. As he'll have to swing out. Spotted. Valda knows he's there now. This should be a guaranteed kill. There it is. That did absolutely nothing. I'm not sure why Happy just doesn't do on his team and they go all in. That play style, I'm afraid, from him is very outdated.
MSL.
And now they can almost guarantee, well, if Happy's there, we know his teammates will be on the other side of the map. It's just so obvious now.
Good shot, Valda getting 2 quick kills.
Well, there we go. That great start now. It's thwarted. And it will probably turn into a 4-4.
That was the game as well when Malik was playing towards... and actually, interestingly enough, it was one of the only things I've had a good idea about. It was confirmed because Fallen tweeted it after I said it. Just want to point that out because I'm a god.
Go on.
No, I'm kidding. But it was really obvious in this situation, not always in all situations, that Malik was getting overrun at apartments. So if you have one guy that's constantly weak and they're going to run him down, why not just rotate him to a different spot every round?
Yeah.
Because especially with Scream was playing so well, he was playing B, then never went B. And then all he had to do was retake him like a 2 versus 5 every round. And he had no chance. And they didn't win the game because of it. They actually ended up losing the game. It fell apart. So I thought it was kind of an interesting thought to like really strengthen your weaknesses by being unpredictable.
Yeah, that's a good point. And they have got to stand in again here. But his XMS is...
Yeah, a little more proficient than Malik was. But that was like really obvious. Like he was trying but couldn't get anything going. And they just kept waiting for him to push or like just finding him on an angle and they'd wreck him.
This is looking better for EnVyUs. That will be a guaranteed kill for Mertz. He's not going to miss that one. And now he needs to see if he can get another. He legs him up. That's unlucky. Takes Happy down to 13. We're going to get a plant here. Back and forth the game goes. MSL Kiabi to clutch out as MSL. Straight in front of him now, unspotted. Takes some damage there. Kiyoshima. Try and see if there's a kill available. There certainly is. That could be it now. MSL not likely to find all of these kills and defuse a bomb. He could start here though. Spots 1, but nice shot. 5-1. Reset as well. And we'll see what the money looks like. Not good. 2 players, 1,400. They're probably forced this though. You can see 3 of them can actually buy. 6k on Val. They can maybe drop the AWP if they really want to go down that path. What will they do, Matt? Come on. UMP. Oh yeah, so that's actually not too bad. The fact that he can drop like UMP have 1 player on pistol perhaps. It's not the worst buy. Could be a lot more detrimental to him. So that's actually quite smart. Let's drop the UMP. That's only going to cost you $1,250. And that gun is still too cheap, if I'm honest.
Yeah, there's a few tweaks that I think if you had a pro mod per se, and you let a community manager in to manage it, community manager, that is what he would do. Yep. Based on the title, I think that's self-explanatory. But I think there's some things that would be rather obvious to move around a bit. Yeah,
the UMP, like the fact we had a meta ones where the teams are actually opting for the UMP instead of the M4, even they
Flusher used to play games non-stop and be only going to use.
Until it got slightly that was actually one of the better moves we had in CSGO. The fact it's still viable as a weapon.
It was just subtle enough. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's not enough. It's not enough. It actually worked out to be perfect. What's not enough is Kiyoshima pushing through his smoke desperately to get back toward the B side. MSL waiting in water will get the kill. Scream gets Valda. The other nerf I liked was the op nerf, I will still say. Years ago at this point, but it worked.
Yeah, those 2 the most successful probably. 2-on-2 though, can MSL be nerfed? Happy probably doesn't get this kill. I am wrong. I thought MSL had that for days. So now it's up to AZ. No kit. Has got the smoke. Maybe.
He knows. Yes, Henry, I know.
I've got no kit. I'm aware. Scream. Not known to be an AWPer. Nails the shot though. And that is going to be a full reset. 6-1. Same scoreline we had before. Remember, North won that with pistols.
Yep.
They might be able to do that again if they force here.
Well, we'll see what happens. The other, here's one for you.
Go on.
35-second bomb timer, minute 45 rounds, minute 55 rounds, 40-second bomb timer. How about that one?
It was actually, I think it was pretty positive in the end. See, obviously the idea there to increase the bomb timer. I'm not really sure. Like the objective of it originally, I guess, was to make it so the game was more balanced in a sense where there was more time available to get map control. You know, so
And
you
bleed
could
out utility.
Bleed out the utility. But then when the bomb went down, that was kind of the compromise. You had to defend it for an extra 5 seconds. They gave the CTs.
And it made retakes a little more tactical.
And it obviously made the kits really important for the CTs now. You pretty much, if you had that with the longer bomb time, you'd have a much stronger chance of winning. So there's plenty of discussions about it. I think overall, it didn't make a huge difference, but everyone seems pretty happy with the overall outcome. It hasn't really been discussed since then, so I suggest it's absolutely fine.
Sure. Yeah. No, I like it, especially with the smoke duration in CS:GO and the smokes being so powerful. Yeah. If I'm North right now, it's getting pretty stressful in this game. They haven't really got much going on. Speaking of tactics, you might want to call for a timeout at this point.
Just to know, on this map especially, it was really difficult with the shorter round time, with the smokes going down right at the end. He was like, well, you can't even get in here right now. And that's the changes that came into Inferno as well. They removed the CT spawn smokes you could throw, and then just leave this, like, throw a smoke for your teammates from CT spawn.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
On this map, because you throw it from where the statue is at the arch.
You could even throw it, you could even throw it from the actual arch itself. That was a smoke you could do.
But it wouldn't go low. That one would go a little bit higher in banana. But yeah, you could definitely smoke off for your teammates. So they are going to call a timeout on this with the money just starting to be restored. 7-1. Yeah, there's been lots of little changes. But I think maybe it's just the problem with society these days. We all focus on the negative.
Sure.
But I think there's been some good
Well,
ones.
there's always a negative bias, really, with anything in life. If you look back on everything, like, and I'm sure.
Is that what's wrong with me?
It's just wrong with humans in general. I think that when they're looking to make a change in their life, to convince themselves to make a change, they'll, instead of focusing on the good things, if they have the things they want to change, they'll focus on the very negative things and use that as to sway their own argument in their own head. And I think it's actually a psychological thing. I had to read a book on it recently for reasons I won't get into, but something that
I'm not going to ask.
I might have been accused of recently.
Okay,
so.
yeah, okay, fair enough.
But yeah, there's definitely an argument to say people focus on negatives when they want to make a change in their life. Either way, we'll get to round number 9, and there will be money available for North. Diffuse kits not available, or the AWP. We haven't really seen much of Mertz to really give a really educated kind of statement as to whether he's a proficient rifler as well. I'm sure he's absolutely fine, but it's not like I can give you a blanket statement saying, well, he doesn't have the AWP, he is shambolic, because I don't know. I've already casted him maybe 4 times now, so I will keep my eye on it, and I'll report back in maybe a few months' time. That's all I can say on the matter, Matt. I won't say any more.
You know what's weird is I used to think that I knew the Danish teams quite well, and I had someone that I knew really well in each team. North, I don't think I really know anyone in this team that well on a personal level anymore.
I know
AZ a little bit.
I know MSL from Source. I talked to him quite a lot. AZ, same thing, but he was about 12 when he was playing Source when I was playing.
I used to think AZ was some random troll on Twitter. Because for the first year in 2015, I never casted him because he wasn't on Dignitas. I think he was just below that. He kind of only Copenhagen games. He had the long hair still.
Sure.
I just thought he was some random troll because he kept like flaming me. I was like, who is this guy?
Well, they're not trolling right now. Kills coming through. Kiabi stepping up, but maybe it's not enough. It's the kills from Kiyoshima that will lead them to at least a winnable situation. AZ just running for a good play. That's going to guarantee the round, I'd say, at this point. Kiyoshima left in the 2 versus 1. He has got the AWP. Main AWP now for EnVy, it seems. I can't believe that's a thing at this point, but again, I won't judge too much until I see it. You never know.
Well, we'll see if it works. Not quite. North get a second round finally. EnVy getting beaten here, though. Could once again be cause for the reset. Yeah, it's interesting. I know AZ somewhat, but not super well, you know? Not well enough to message him and be like, hey, man, I'm in Denmark.
Want to hang out?
Want to hang out? I'm free this weekend. That's actually the truth. I have nothing to do. Henry, you want to hang out? No, you're leaving.
I'm going back home for the first time in a very long time. B-Rush, by the looks of things, and it will be Mertz missed that first shots, even more so as XMS lights him up with the CZ. They've got the B bomb site now. Who's on that on the other side? You've guessed it. It's Mr. Happy. He'll be holding towards second middle as his teammates battle valiantly. There's no one there, Happy. You've got to move. You've got to move on. You got to stop this playstyle. Your teammates are dropping. RBK on the front lines in the trenches as his captain. Well, we're trying to do whatever he can. Look, he's on library now. He's nowhere near the action. If they lose this round because of him, I'll actually be a little bit angry.
Well, RBK and Scream are going to pull it back. You're right. That would have been absolutely ridiculous. He does.
The fact no other teams do that.
No,
it's
not other teams. It's not even a team thing. It's a him thing. It's like, why does he have to be that removed? You know, there's a point in each round when you say, okay, I need to be there. Right? I think what he's thinking is like, I'll check every nook and cranny. I'll get the kill. That'll help him in some way. No, it's not kill for kill in Counter-Strike. I'm going to say it right now, it's not. There are kills that are worth more than others. So if you are unable to aid them in the site when they're
It's
in a 2
like-
versus 2, even if you get a kill on A, that's irrelevant. You can get that kill later.
It's like a MOBA, right? When you guys are like, it's end game, you guys get in for a big team fight, and then your jungler's just like, guys, there's a lot of farm in this lane. I'm just gonna go get that. You guys go fight this.
Or you need to counter push a tower.
I'll be farming the jungle. I just gotta make sure I get this last buff, and then I'll be with you.
Yeah, 100%. That or it's like there's one guy solo pushing, but you want to push a tower, and your team's like, yo, we need you here to initiate.
Yeah, and
And you're like, no, I'm just gonna defend this tower. Okay,
you're
well, now
dead?
we lost the other. Yeah,
Oh, you're dead.
exactly.
My team, oh shit, man. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. That slipped out. That's the MOBA player me
Playing
coming out.
too much Arena and Valor, apparently.
That is it. Well, there we go. It will be a 3-on-2. Apologies for any children listening. Should be in bed anyway. Either way, we'll get into the 3 versus 1.
Unless you're in NA waiting for the NA broadcast to start, in which case there could be children listening.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I will send out a public statement on Twitter.
Do it on Facebook. You can write them longer and then tweet about it
Okay.
to your Facebook. That's what I had to do.
On either way, AZ left in a 3 versus 1, 45 seconds here. And number 11, not looking too good. North getting wrecked here.
I always think that's a missed opportunity for players who are trying to build up other socials. When they do it, use a twit longer. Just use your Facebook and then tweet your Facebook.
Thing is,
Because people will
I
go
think
to it.
everyone's. Well, the thing is with Twitter longer, I guess it's like, is it part of Twitter? I have no idea. Is it a
I
third
think
party?
it's a third party.
Yeah. Well, we're here on Facebook right now, so
Here we are. Hi, Mom.
go check out
Hi, Dad.
@Sadicast.
Yeah, I know you have Facebook.
I haven't got one.
That's true, you don't. Don't add him.
Don't add me. You can add my personal account if you like. That'll be fun.
Man, people seem to think that's fair play.
Yeah. So full eco, this is not going too well, but it is going to be a mid-rush. He's normally working. Kishima might struggle here, gets the first. Screams to back him up. It's a very quick round. As fast as it pretty much can get. No kills picked up at all. Double digits for Envy.
Double digits indeed, 10-2, and Envy running away from North. Again, the timeout going to be called by Coach Sadakisto. He's like my little brother.
Yeah?
Scream. Not quite the same helping hand that he had in Atlanta, as it were, in the group stages, but the Boston Major. 10K on a few different players. The real players in the game. I say it's not quite the helping hand. He's up to 15 kills, so he certainly is getting rolling. He's the one as well with the 15K. Marks. Oh, missed shot. Kio's pushed back.
This is a very important round. They cannot finish this half on just 2. They'll push Banana. Looks like almost a guaranteed frag on Happy. Maybe not, though. He turns around in time. MSL gets absolutely nothing for that push. And now, there's something to spray through the smoke and get some damage.
Yeah, just, whatever. Wishful thinking. I don't like that M4.
I was about to say the same thing. It looks ugly, doesn't it?
It is really.
It's grotesque.
Yeah. It's just too
Repugnant.
much. And why does the skull go along with the cheerful colors? Like, it's supposed to be
It
galactic.
reminds me of Skeletor.
I never actually knew much about Skeletor.
He's from He-Man, so check it out. Good 80s cartoon.
Yeah. No, there's a meme, right? Isn't that the one with the meme?
He is part of a meme. I don't think the meme is him himself. It's him doing something funny. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
Kirby's dead now, of course. And,
No, but isn't that the? Isn't that He-Man?
I don't know.
I think that's him. Someone will let me know. Matt will
Alex
let me
is
know. He'll
the
fact
head
check.
of memes here at Pro League, so Machine's head of memes.
Machines head of memes.
We're just getting confirmation now from the meme office. Is confirmation come in?
Okay, maybe, It's Adam, okay.
Still.
So
still
it's a
waiting.
song that was overlaid onto it. I think they said Prince Adam. Matt is confirmed.
What's Prince Adam?
It's I'm assuming the band from He-Man. Oh, it's Prince Adam that's in it. It's not actually He-Man.
Well, all useless information.
Listen,
nothing
man, everyone
correct.
knows the meme. It's pretty awesome. They're the same person, apparently.
Oh, okay,
So
fair
there.
enough.
See, I was around in the 80s. 1 year of it.
Yeah, I was there for 2.
I was actually only there for 9 months of it.
Okay,
Well, I was there for 18 months, if you want to talk about it that way.
sure. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, lovely. 11-2, and things actually looking very bleak here. This is looking like it might be GG. This is CT side for North, and they have 2 rounds right now, and they might not even get any more than that. They're going to have to purchase UMPs and a mixture of weaponry. They're taking a pause? No. What are they doing here? From us? couple of M4s, still not great. And Envy looking to run away with this one. I will not say it's done until I see 16 at the top. This is Pro League after all. We are the most cursed league for 12-3 starts.
It's absolutely true. Now, part of that was former producer Matt, not current. Matt Klein, I think, was part of that jinx.
Yes.
So
He would say it every time, saying, well,
man.
last game of the night, boys, it's a quick one. And then it's like, all of a sudden, nope, we're going overtime. We're going overtime, boys.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
But I don't... We'll have a look. FAMAS will be used at this point, and this will be a BXQ. I like this from MB. They're actually reading the game quite well. I was happy there with them. He is. He's actually said, you know what, boys, you've done so well. I'm going to treat you. I know you're going to a bomb site with all 5 players. This should be fun. Let's see what it feels like. For the first time, MBS will be going into all 5. They're not looking like they're enjoying it too much. They are going to be wrecked by KRB there. Flashbang to come through. Bounces off the first oranges. Is it enough to find a kill? It is. Maybe even a couple. Scream will fight back, though. Happy 23 HP. Wishes he was on the other side of the map right now. And now they'll be out of the bomb site and waiting for rotations. North doing a great job this round. And Scream spots one, can't find the headshot this time. Just showing presence, and Happy's out of there. So what's the play here? Gives him the bomb.
Shoot at me, I'm going to shoot back at you.
So the idea is how Happy... Oh, I thought he was going to get to the other side and let Scream try and find a kill, but...
For once, he's going to stay with him. You know what this is like?
I just got deja vu.
It's the end of Top Gun. When finally Maverick stays with this wingman, and then Scream's going to get a kill. He's going to get locked on, and then Happy... Okay, I thought I was going to be Happy to trade it, but the round done, denying the plant. Brilliant shot from Boulder through the smoke. And I was going to say that's going to be the, you can be my wingman anytime.
You can be my wingman anytime. That is good. We watched it recently. I think it was last season we were here. I guess that is kind of recent.
I didn't watch it with you guys, but I still know like every line in the movie. It's crazy.
Yeah. But here we go then. UMPs for masses, only one player surviving. Envy looking for that 12-3 scoreline. Easy, 2-10. Not gone too well for him. 3 rounds picked up. You can see none of them consecutive. So they will be struggling somewhat here. If they can get 11-4, it's all still possible against the team like EnVyUs, who aren't looking their best right now. Valdes giving them a hug in the smoke. It doesn't look like one they really want.
No, sounds crazy. Shots fired. Down to 40 HP, and RPK is going to catch off Volda. We're working toward that score. MSL. Trying to do what he can with the FAMAS. Gets an immediate kill into Happy. Smoke down. And he'll go back out, spot Scream, but no kill. Kiyoshima to find Mertz. A lot of one-on-one peeks for no reason from North.
Yeah, and for Happy as well. He didn't really have to do that, but it absolutely works for them. 4 versus 1 A's. He's got 2 kills in this half so far. If he can win this one, it will boost his numbers and indeed the score at the very top. I don't think he has much of a chance, so he has got the kit. And this might be all she wrote for the first half. EnVyUs look much better now. Last skill come in, they can even sacrifice a couple of players who want to stylish. You finish it off there. There it is, XMS to get the last one, 12-3. Bish, Bash, Bosch, EnVyUs looking very good on the T side here. They'll switch things over to the SAS forces here on Inferno, and we'll see whether it is enough to close out the game. If they don't win the pistol, I'd say North is still going to win.
Okay.
Just to put that out there.
Yeah, okay. Interesting to note. It's interesting you said that. I enjoy 12-3 scorelines for that reason. Henry Keogh on this pistol was quite impressive. I thought he was going to get the 4th one. That was after aggression on Banana that was super successful for North, which usually yields around, but they managed to get the bomb to A and get it down, and that made all the difference. Speaking of differences, here's some numbers. Do you like maths? Today's game is brought to you by 19, and the letter Scream.
141 ADR. What a powerful word, or letter. It will be very good numbers once again on the T side of Inferno for him. That's where he seems to do his best work. Apart from that, his career really has taken a bit of a downward spiral overall. At one point, was a living meme for an entire event with the final mouse. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, I forgot all about that.
I think that was Kluge as well.
You know, I heard that mouse does bring pure yoy, though.
Pure yoy.
How many players have actually just made a meme out of themselves?
There's been a lot of there's some epic ones. I remember that Fnatic hype video they did once. You remember they all stood in front of the projector, like going like this and stuff like that.
Oh, that was that video. Whoever produced that.
How, like, surely when they go like
The
Q&A,
concept.
just like show it to the players and everything, like this is what we've done. I'd be like, I don't really think we've got what we were intending there.
No,
think
that
that's
didn't
gone.
really
Hasn't
land
landed.
it.
But they released it and they took it down like an hour later. It's too late. Once it hits the internet, it's there forever.
Yeah. Did they actually take it down?
Yeah.
I thought they
it's only
embraced
there
it.
through third parties now.
Really? I thought they embraced it.
Nope. They did not embrace the meme. They were a slave to the meme.
Oh, don't ever be a slave to the meme. It doesn't pay well.
No.
And you'll just get laughed at. Those blue gloves certainly stand out, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Neon purple almost. But here we go. Like I said, North in the pistol. Trust me, they can still win this game. Doesn't matter what the scoreline is, as long as it doesn't say 16. T side. Will they be able to find anything here? Scream seems to think not, and he gets 2 kills. Holy moly. Red beans and ravioli.
Splattered on the wall behind them now. Happy. And all of a sudden they go down the hall, they realize, wait, there's one behind us. And they turn around, and they're turning around, that brings XMS out, and now they're gonna knife. Happy with a knife, just because North just got wrecked.
13-3. And now North with no plan. They have the force buy here. And they don't win that. They're 14-3 down with full eco against them. This is horrible scenes, and Happy does indeed get the knife. He gets $1,500 extra there. So they will force buy completely. Backs to the wall. EnVy know if they just win this one round against just pistols, they pretty much win the game. They cannot afford to make any mistakes here. Kiyoshima and RPK go towards the B sites. They go towards the mouth of the banana. They've smoked up the T steps. Smokes will lead to an nade as Kiabi takes it to the face. So they can pretty much make an educated guess that these players are heading towards the A side of the map, considering they won't have much utility. They have force ball here. XMS, though, will be challenged first, and there'll be players coming from middle. And indeed the boiler, he's going to struggle, but Happy will not, and he'll get a couple. And low HP on Valda leaves AZ in a pretty much unwinnable situation. That was a force buy. They'll have to force buy again.
2 rounds to... forget I said that. A bunch of rounds to go for North.
A bunch of rounds, loads of rounds.
13 rounds to go for North, if they want to win this.
So they'll have to take a full eco now, and then try and win 12 in a row. That's the play.
Godspeed, you Black Emperor. Did you ever listen to them?
No.
Oh, yeah, you might like them. Kind of experimental, ambient, post-hardcore, rockish. Not really post-hardcore. Happy. Taking down Kiabi, just pistols. Not much to talk about. Mert's the last alive, and he's murking.
There it is.
You
Match
murrin', bro.
point. What's that?
Nothing, just know your meme.
Okay. Last chance for North. They can't make a single mistake.
We'll see if they can't. AKs across the board for North.
This could be it. 15-3. AK's available. Smokes as well.
I like that it's symmetrical and that you've got an MP9, an M4A4, M4A1S,
And it's, yeah,
M4A4,
one in the middle.
and an MP9.
Yeah, little pyramid.
Yeah, it's good. But it's trying to move its way back toward the top of Banana. Kiyoshima is going to sit around and await the fate as RPK wants to try and hold off the AK-47s as well. Back inside of the site they go. MSL still working his way inside of Banana. And immediately, RPK will be the one that they're going to run into
They're
first.
going to flash him around, I think.
Kio's going to be in position to
Happy's
do the
gonna
same
flash
as
him.
well.
Oh, he's not. He's just going to go in the corner. And here it comes, the
Doesn't need
MP9
to.
doing work. This could be it, Matthew. Bombs down. Happy still at the coffins. One more kill will do it. AZ,
Ooh,
the
AZ.
lowest performing player so far, left in the 2 versus 1. A good shot towards the coffins now. Can he do anything in this clutch? The CTs have taken the long route. They're going to be going towards a banana here. AZ has no idea, of course. He doesn't know if anyone snuck by. And he'll smoke towards the right position.
They are working together. That's the good thing. Flash came over. He knows that, so he knows they're toward Banana. There's a chance AZ can still make this work. One kit between the two. XMS has it. There's another down inside of the site. Screams picked it up. They've got a Flash to work with as well, and AZ swinging back out. Knows they're going to be working in the smoke eventually. But who's going to hit the shot? AZ nearly lines it up. XMS, the stand-in, has made it 16-3 in favor of Envy. They'll take the map away from North.
Who would have thought after the disastrous crumble on in Cobblestone after being 6-1 up and even I think 14-11 at one point, they managed to turn it around with this great performance. They lost to LDLC, they lost to North in the first map, but they turn it all around and get themselves a juicy 3 points on the leaderboard. Can you believe it?
It's pretty impressive that they smoked North that badly, and I think North is looking a little lost as of late. I don't think... I'm not going to make a Compass joke, it's too obvious, but I don't think it's been going super well for them ever since the changes have been made, and that was one of the teams I was really excited to see. This is my hair standing up, this is Alex Machine Richardson.
It is very kind of something about Mary-esque. I quite like it.
You use the same gel.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure, guys, listening to you cast, and we're going to be breaking down that rather
See you next
swift.
week.
See you next week, indeed. They'll be back with you next week. But
Quite literally, I'm going to see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, that's Hank and Matt. I'll be back next week. These guys, though, I'm going to keep them here just a little longer because I want to try and get my heads around how on earth could Counter-Strike just get any less predictable? I mean,
The Chaos era, right? That's
So
what
we
we've dubbed it.
have... What have we had today? We've had G2 Esports losing, but also in a 15-0 fashion.
That was fun.
That was fun in the first half. Now we jump into this one where, okay, normality's restored. North, 16-14, they narrowly get it. Envy are putting in a good show. RPK's performing. That map made sense, and you guys got to say it made sense. And now we come into Inferno, a map that North have been, celebrated on in various instances, and now we find ourselves looking at, what is it, 16-3?
Yeah.
Good God, help me out.
Well, you do love to see it.
Talk to me, Chad, because
I think the fact that EnVyUs with a stand-in are able to have such a concise T-side where they were just doing contact plays and trading out shows the fundamentals and the chemistry and the basics of being able to play off each other are not lost on them, which is a positive sign, right? It's just having a stand-in this environment, you're going to come into this game not running your normal game plan. You have to run something a little bit outside of the box. But to put up that scoreline against a team who should be giving it 150% right now to prove that, hey, these roster decisions make sense and we want to be the best Danish team and we want steps in the right direction, that's an insane scoreline. Like, that's not something that you'd be seeing every day of the week, especially in this environment.
But, I mean, Yanko, help me out, because 12 rounds on the T side with a stand-in versus North is very hard to combat.
Yeah, I think it started obviously from that first gun round, right? You could see how Happy was in Banana, faking that, it's just a default, and the rest of the team just exploded onto 8. They got 3 kills in a matter of, 3 seconds, basically, and that just set the tone. It's such a strong start from EnVyUs. Then every time North would rally and win a round, they would immediately get reset. After that, Scream had a great game. When he's on point, that tells you, obviously, aim-wise, he's doing great and getting a lot of those entry kills on the board. So, if anything, it's rather disappointing for North that they couldn't make the adjustment in a way that they would deny those duels, those early fights to EnVyUs and maybe force them to work for those kills a bit more.
When you take an aim fights with Scream and he's hitting shots like that, he has 140 ADR, things are not going to go well for you.
Yeah, they're Blue Moon level performances from him. It's not as consistent as it once was. I think right now we're probably in the most competitive era of Counter-Strike in terms of anyone can win any given Sunday. Any matchup could go either direction. But I don't think we're actually seeing some of the best Counter-Strike we've ever seen. I think what we are getting is individuals rocking up in the server and dropping 30. Or someone just winning a pivotal round, time, or just the constant reset of economy. I don't think we're seeing CS. It's not the beautiful game that I normally love, but it's an exciting game.
Well, you know what? If you want excitement and if you want a bit more beautiful Counter-Strike, I can direct you to stay on the stream. Because actually, Cloud9 Liquid, 2 rosters that have been established and successful in the last 3 months of 28. The last 3 months in this year. Not the last 3
We're in
months
the
of
third
2018.
month.
Yeah, we are. Basically, in this year. It's worth checking them out. Cloud9 Liquid are coming up in about 20 minutes' time.
And you were mentioning beautiful things. Jason Moses O'Toole.
He's going to be here.
That beautiful bloody human.
Yes, indeed. And of course, vampire model Halvor Vendetta Gullestol is going to be
And also
in
stay
as well.
tuned to see if SK actually plays the game tonight.
Yes, fingers crossed on that one. That's still an enigma to be solved at another time. Either way, gents, let's fill them in on what we have witnessed today. We've probably got our North American viewers joining us, hot in anticipation to see what's going to be going down. But these are the results from today. We got to start our day with the Polish of AGO taking on NIP, and we did get to see the Ninjas pick up a very important 6 points there. That was a very kind of standard day in the office for the Swedes.
Competitive, I think, for AGO, and good signs that NIP, you know, are able to convert with the roster changes, with Dennis in the lineup, with the new coach Pitter back in form. Moving on to the Space Soldiers versus G2. Space Soldiers looked hot on that first map. They're just trading really efficiently, a really good game of Counter-Strike from that perspective. And then it got a little bit messy and had to get bowed out on the second map with a 1v3 from Calyx.
Yeah, G2 squandering a 10-5 lead on the half on cash, led to a 16-14 and a full 6 points for Space Soldiers this evening. And if you just joined us, you missed out on EnVy North, where that second map flew by in a matter of minutes. EnVy finding foot on Inferno. That is all from us today, but indeed we can fill you in on what's going to be going down next week, I imagine. It says tomorrow's matches.
Well, we're back next week.
Yeah, so this is going to be for the next week matches. Instead, it's going to be Mouse Sports FaZe, Heroic North, and we get to see Astralis G2. That's coming up next week on Tuesday.
G2 really need to turn a lot around.
G2 Astralis.
NBK told me that Shock should be playing next week.
We should.
Oh, that's definitely going to help them.
Okay, yeah. 4 frags from Shonks on their underperformance on Cobble. But Mouse Sports FaZe actually is one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if FaZe is alive after that grand final loss yet again to Fnatic in Katowice. Will be interesting to see how they perform in these online games.
See what the Rops is cooking. Always love watching that kid.
I cannot wait. We're going to be leaving it there, guys. Well, do stay tuned. North America is coming up. We get to see Cloud9 Liquid battle it out in about 20 minutes' time. The whole North American Pro League cast will be with you. We're going to take a look at some of the highlights, and we'll see you next time.